Good morning, fellow Biafrans. Good afternoon, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra USA 2 broadcast live from New York City under the auspices of our mother station, Radio Biafra London. Our leader is Mazi Iyke, deputized by Uchemefo. My name is Peter Iyke, or Ike Peters in short form, and I'm here today to be with you again as usual. And to give thanks, we have to pray. Let us call our leader, Mazi Iyke, to lead us in prayer. Let us pray.
Without whom we cannot function, and unto him we give every honor and every adoration wherever you are. I will ask you, if you are in the spirit, to remain so. If you are outside the spirit, we ask you to come into it. Because what we are preaching from here is a gospel of redemption, as directed by Chukwukika himself in heaven. And this very gospel, we must preach it. Therefore, we must pray. We give thanks unto thee, O Elohim, for there is none like thee. There can never be any like thee. You are the beginning and the end. You are the Alpha and the Omega. Our lives are in the palm of your hands. We commit all that we are unto thee. We have come as did before us, as our ancestors did before we came, to offer praise and adoration unto your holy name and no other. For we do not worship any idol. We do not worship anything born of a human being. We do not worship anything carved out of a tree. We do not bow down before anything molded with the hands of men. It's only thee that we worship. That is why we have come this very evening on this hallowed platform that you yourself created, to offer you unadulterated praise and to hand over to thee all that we can ever become, because Biafra is yours. This very family of IPOB, you molded yourself. You decreed that IPOB must come, and now that we have come, that we may worship thee, O Elohim, please accept our offering of praise and sacrifice unto your holy name, because there is no other like thee. We will continue to adore thee. We will continue to worship thee. And as I said before, and I will reiterate, as we pray unto thee, that Biafra is your possession, we will sacrifice Biafra unto thee, that you may guide us in all that we do. It's only you that sees the hearts of men. If there is anything that we are hiding, if there is anything that we have concealed from our people, oh Elohim, you will judge us very harshly. But if our hands are clean, our hearts very pure, you will bless IPOB, and you will bless me, and you will bless my family, because it's a promise from you. All our hope and our trust is upon thee. May your name be glorified. May you be exalted. May you, O Elohim, be praised. Now and forevermore we pray. Ise, Ise, Ise.
That answers. You are who you are, yes you are. When I seek you, me I know where to find you. You have never left me alone. When I ask, me I know that you will do what no man can never do for me. When I know you go open your heart, you open your doors to let me. Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Koalaneshi, Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Tirelaneshi, Atule Chembe, Jehovah Buli Womelu, Onye Keruba. my mouth with laughter. When I'm weak, you strengthen me. I'm mounting up with wings like eagle. When I'm down, you lifted me. You're the glory and the lifter of my head. Jehovah Jireh, Yalaba, Kawalamishi. Onyekeruwa, Yalobe, Tiriramishi. Mama Teruwa, Yaloba, Kawalamishi. Akune Temba, Yalobe, Tiriramishi. Abasimi, ay. Child, no one is like you, Lord. No one compares to you. Hey, I've searched all over the world, I've found nobody.
We are not like other people. Because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood. But they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special. Exceptionally special. The largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwokika Abiyama is with us. We did it because Chukwokika Abiyama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist. Because we are not stopping. I am on Nnamdi Kanu and I don't stop until I get what I want.
Nnamdi Kanu kwara na mo Radio Biafra kwara na mo kwara na mo kwara na ekanda ibende kwara na ekanda kwara na mo kwara na ekanda ibende kwara na ekanda
All right, one more time I say good morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Iyke. Iyke Peters are here from Newi province of Biafra land. We gathered again this morning to say thank you, Chukwukike, for another day. It is a blessed first day of April 2020. April Fool Day, don't forget that, because I know some people are going to use it and they make a little bit fool of you. We are happy this another day. We are very, very excited because our movement is going as planned. Every single thing they do in the zoo today is to our glory. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Our leader actually is coming up today, so we'll talk about that later. He's broadcasting today. Today is Wednesday, the first day of April 2020. And don't forget that our 1 million man march for June 2020 is still in progress. We are still doing what we have to do, even though we are observing the sit at home, the contamination issue, the coronavirus, whatever that is coming around us. It's a very serious thing. You have to obey what the law says. If the law says sit at home, please do. Respect the law. It does not matter. I don't advocate whether you are in the church. There should be no gathering. I don't even know who makes you think that. What makes you think that God lives in the church? God doesn't live in the church. God lives in your heart. So you don't really need to go there to gather together, especially when you are asked not to do so. If you are not asked, well, you're free to worship just about anywhere you want to. But because of the emergency situation, it's been made mandatory that people should sit down at their homes and stay away. And any pastor himself that is conducting, or any imam who if that is conducting things like that, is violating the law. And the law is something you have to, not even violating the law. Let me not use that word, violating the law. They're trying to save your life and the lives of other people. The gathering, they found out, is part of the way to spread the disease. Okay. So staying away from gathering for a couple of days, it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to kill anybody, honestly. It's not going to do anything. Rather, you will feel more if you go out there and want to tell us that God didn't say you should not do that. No, God said so many things that you do. God says so many things that you do that he said you should not do. So let's stop being hypocrites and being idiots and think and use our brain for once. You know, the world has moved on. God is not, Jesus or Allah is not something you just shout, because it's in your heart. We know. Your action portrays it. If the people that have the eyes to see, when they look through you, they see the emptiness. There are people who are just completely empty. They're just idiotic. They're just following what other people are saying. They want to be more holier than thou. Well, you can do what you want. You can gather your own family and stay together in your houses and infect yourselves, but don't carry it out to infect any other person with the hope that God is going to protect you. God protects you, yes, regardless. That is what we are saying, is what you can do to prevent this. It doesn't mean that somebody who is isolated might not even be infected. Nature chooses. You have no choice to that. But at least you have been told what to do. So abide by it seriously. Because this thing is, I saw so many things today, clips that people have been sending me regarding the advantage of the army, the beating up people, flogging, and I don't really understand this. In this 20th century, is an eyesore. I see these clips and I ask myself, God, When will all this end? I saw this at the end of the war. There were things like this during the end of Biafra war. But I thought all this is over. Soldiers have gone back to the barracks. Is this administration? They are using Buhari's name. That's what brought these people back in the street. Because these people are hoodlums. These people are idiots. These people are uncivilized culture. I don't really know why they should be in the street. I have lived here in the United States. God, I wouldn't want to tell you how long I've been here. But I hardly see soldiers. In fact, for once, I think I saw a soldier about in 1980. He came home on leave or something. And I see him walking like that with his ransack back in his back. And after that, they all disappear. Not in the zoo. The soldiers are still in the street beating up people. And the government is helping them. They say, sit at home. You're flogging somebody. Is that how to make him sit at home? It's unbelievable. If you get him in the street, why don't you quarantine him? Put him somewhere. At least he will be hungry, because I know you in your quarantine, you're not going to feed anybody. It's better than flogging him. What is all this? Treating humans like animals. I saw this morning. It's an eyesore. I wish I was doing a video show for you to look at exactly what I'm trying to play out right now. They're beating up this guy. They're flogging him back, front, and center.
That's all this. You are all for nothing. What you
Did you see that? I wouldn't say would you see that, because you didn't see that, but I know most of you have it already, because this is going viral. They're beating up humans as if they are not people. What brought these animals back in the street? I don't know. Like I said, at the end of the war in the 70s, I saw all this. I was protected basically because then I was playing the band for the army, so you don't mess with us. But look at what is going on. Because this administration, the Buhari administration, the man is dead himself. I know he did this during the Ipob time in 1983 when he was in power. But this is 2020. We are still going through seeing this kind of trash. And our people there are keeping quiet. Somebody will come out and say, one Nigeria. Is this what you call one Nigeria? Is this what it's all about? They came out, okay, they violated the law. Probably they were asked to sit at home, they didn't sit at home. Is this how to make them sit at home? These are not children. I'm talking about adults. You're flogging them as if they were, even animals have not been flogged like this. Because we know you abuse animals too, back there in the zoo. This is unbelievable. I saw it this morning. That was the first thing I saw. As soon as I woke up, I look at my phone and I see this and I'm like, what the heck is going on? What is this?
Keep
on, he's saying beat him.
That's all this. You are all for nothing. What you
Please, if you got this video, share it out, spread it out, because we want the international community to see this. I'm just full of tears right now. I don't understand this. Can you imagine? Look at this. What did he do? He came out. He was told to sit down at home or to quarantine himself, and he's in the street. Is this how to treat it? Please, if you are out there and you receive this video, I don't care what part of the zoo you come from. This is very inhuman. Share it out. Share it out. Let the world see it. Let the clamorous of one Nigeria, the people that love Nigeria so much, bunch of idiots. Because yesterday I was reading something, somebody asked a question and everybody was attacking him left and right. Somebody was asking who was that person on making the live broadcast that they called, that they said it was Buhari. It didn't look like Buhari to him. And by the way, what is the flag? Why does he have two flags behind him? One Nigerian flag he knows, the other one he doesn't know. It's like hell for loose. People are calling him, oh, he's the military flag. Is that his responsibility to make sure that flags are put in the right places? Because they were walking in a rush. They were walking in a hurry. They were not even thinking. I have never seen a president when he's talking, even if somebody said it's military flag, okay, let's go for that. I don't know what the military flag looks like. But let us assume that it is military. What has the military flag got to do behind the president when he's talking? I thought it's the national flag of your own country. That's what they portray. I didn't know that the president, the army will have to put his own. I don't know why it should be the army. The navy should brought their own too, and the air force. All of them should have. Boy Scouts should have their flag there, so that the president will sit there. These people, I don't know what is happening to us. God, please help us with these people. I don't even know why we came together as these British people. They just did. I don't know what they did to us. I'm telling you honestly. I am telling you honestly, I don't really know. I don't understand it. They've done what they have done. They have gone back to where they come from. They have gone back to where they come from. So why can't we change? Must we remain like this? Must we carry this thing across to the children? This is unbelievable. Like I said, I woke up this morning. This was the first thing I saw today, the first day of April. It's annoying. Today is the first day of April. This is not April Fool. This is real. This will tell you exactly what is going on in the zoo. Where do these people come from? These people are all Boko Haram. The same Boko Haram that they will come to the West. They will come to America. They will take money. They will take helicopters. They will take everything. We're going to fight Boko Haram. These are the Boko Harams themselves. The soldiers, the people that are coming here are the people sponsoring Boko Haram. Killing of Christians, murdering of Christians. Who are doing this? The same people that come here to ask for weapon. This is what the weapon is all about. I'm even surprised they didn't shoot this guy. And somebody was videoing this without their knowing, because it's a hidden video, hidden camera actually. This is to tell you exactly what we are into. When we say that Biafra is the only solution to our problem, we are not just trying to break away because we love breaking away. We want to build up homes for our children, for our family, for our generations that are yet unborn. We want them to sit down here and see. We are portraying and showing all this for the world to see what we are into. I still have more clips that I'm going to air for you today in reference to what is happening in the zoo. But for now, we have a few announcements to make, and I hope you stay tuned. Don't go away. All right, about the fasting and prayer that is coming up. This is the announcement for that one.
Announcement. There will be feast of Passover for all IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra worldwide, from sunset Wednesday 8th to sunset Wednesday 15th of April 2020. Theme: Biafra last Passover in foreign land. Exodus chapter 12 from verse 1 to 43. Day 1. Giving praises to God for all that He has done for us Biafrans. 2 Chronicle chapter 20 verse 22. Psalms chapter 9 from verse 1 to 5. B. Prayer for repentance and mercy of God. Psalms chapter 88. 2 Chronicle chapter 7 verse 14. 2 Chronicle chapter 34 verse 29 to 33. C. God should have mercy upon Biafrans and favor us this year. Psalms chapter 102 verse 13. Day 2. Every enchantment or divination against Biafrans that create confusion, disunity, division, suspension, hatred, envy, betrayal, be destroyed in the name of Chukwukika Biama. Genesis chapter 11 from verse 1 to 9. Numbers 23:23. B. Every covering cast over our Biafran nation, tribes, people, families, and life be destroyed. Isaiah 25 verse 7. C. Prayer for God to unite the upland and the coastal regions of Biafra. Ezekiel chapter 37 from verse 15 to 28. John chapter 17 from verse 15 to 21. Day 3. The spirit of Chukokika Biama to increase our love for each other, Biafrans. Psalms chapter 109 verse 3 to 5. John chapter 13 verse 34. Philippians chapter 2 from verse 2 to 4. B. Every lost glory, wealth, wisdom, power, and favor should be restored back to Biafrans. First Samuel chapter 30 from verse 1 to 19. C. Restore Biafra nation this year of our Jubilee 2020, O Lord. Leviticus chapter 25 verse 8 to 10. Jeremiah chapter 33 from verse 14 to 26. Day 4. O Lord Chukokika Biama should settle Biafrans with her freedom and independence this year. Ezekiel chapter 36 verse 11. B. Touch the heart of saboteurs in Biafra to repent and join us, but punish those who harden their heart. Ezekiel chapter 36 from verse 26 to 32. Numbers chapter 16 from verse 1 to 33. C. Pray against every unseen forces and powers that are working to cause delay to our freedom. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12. Day 5. Arise, O Lord, and fight against our enemies. Psalms chapter 35 from verse 1 to 8. Psalms chapter 68 from verse 1 to 8. Isaiah chapter 49 from verse 24 to 26. O God, touch, change, and reprove the heart of kings, leaders of nations, for Biafran's sake. Psalms chapter 105 from verse 14 to 15. C. Chukokika Biama to break down the strength of our enemies. Psalms chapter 24 from verse 1. Numbers chapter 24 from verse 2 to 10. Day 6. Afflictions will not come the second time. During the war, more than 3.5 million died. Coronavirus will not kill again. Nahum chapter 1 from verse 3 to 9. B. That God will continue to protect, preserve our leader Mazi Okukano, our deputy leader Mazi Uchemofo, all the members of Directorate of State, and all the principal officers in IPOB, that God will give them more wisdom, singleness of heart, understanding, favor before all world power, and use them to fulfill his purpose, which is the restoration of Biafra. Psalms chapter 102 from verse 13 to 21. C. That God will protect and preserve all our continental reps, national coordinators, all IPOB and Biafrans. Psalms chapter 105 from verse 12 to 22. Day 7. Thank God that Biafrans will not break down at the verge of our breakthrough. Deuteronomy chapter 3 from verse 27. Numbers chapter 20 verse 20 to 21. Jeremiah chapter 21 verse 10. B. Thanking God for answered prayers. Psalms chapter 100 from verse 1 to 5. Psalms chapter 147 from verse 1 to 20. Thank God for Biafran freedom. Fasting is optional, but one can fast for 1 hour daily. Chukokika Biama will surely restore Biafran this year. Ise. Prepared by Archbishop David Benedict and Evangelist Daniel Chukwu and Evangelist Osako Nwokike for Biafran ministers. Signed by Mazi Oscar Okeke, head of IPOB Religious Affairs Committee. Announcer Okafo Chidiebere Obiora for All State Media, as directed by Mazi Iyke.
All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still here broadcasting live from New York City under the auspices of our mother station, Radio Biafra London. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi, deputized by Uchemofo, and my name is Ike Peters.
This is a message to Biafrans in North Carolina, USA. If you are listening to this message right now, then you know the situation at home. The time to sit on the fence and watch has passed. Don't wait another day. Wherever you are in the state, call us to find out about IPOB in North Carolina and how you can be a part of it. Call the State Principal Servant Ugo Okafor at 336-685-1811. Again, that number is 336-685-1811. I remain your humble brother, Mazi Iyke.
All right, there, like I said before, even the so-called, the way they're beating up that guy because he's at home, the discrimination is overmuch. I picked up another clip this morning from a brother who's very interesting. It's an interesting clip because he tried to show us the difference that they treat the Christians and the Muslims. The Muslims, they do something, they bow and they say, want them, tap in the back, don't do it next time. But the Christian does it, they come there, they embarrass themselves. I was watching it. Like I said before, I don't advocate anybody disobeying the law in the name of God told me. God cannot tell you to disobey your law. No, God does that. God cannot tell you to jump into the fire because that will burn you out. God cannot tell you to jump from a high-story building down to the floor because anything might happen to you. You might not die, but you might wish you were dead when you jump. There's common sense. The government have said don't gather together. Not only in Nigeria, everywhere. Everywhere it's happening. I live in New York. The only difference is that probably when they quarantine you over here, somebody's out there thinking about you and how you're going to survive. Over there, they talk about quarantining. My brother-in-law were having a conversation, and I was telling him how my friend who left here, my friend lives here in Brooklyn, he went to the zoo, and at the airport, they told him he has to, if he doesn't want to be quarantined, he has to pay $5,000. He offered $4,000, they said no, and then he gave them $5,000 and they pushed him out. And I was with my brother-in-law at the time, and he said something, I will never give them that money, I would rather they quarantine me. I said, well, if you don't give them the money and they quarantine you, hunger is going to kill you in the quarantine. So what's the difference? So you better just give them that money and keep going. Not because you're encouraging them. I'm not saying it's funny, but it's not funny. In a situation like this, those only in the zoo, they are taking advantage of everything. Tell them to sit at home. There is police who stand in the street, collect money from you, and even escort you. That's how bad it is. Look at the way they are treating all these people. They are flogging are people who have nothing in their pocket. I'm telling you. Just bring out 500 naira. The koboko will disappear. I'm telling you. It's such a terrible place. This clip, I don't know if I should air it, but I'm going to air it not because I want you. It's more visual than something you could have been able to watch to understand what is going on. However, I was just air it because now an agent went into a mosque. People were gathered together, they bowed their heads and welcome. Then he made a statement and said, you're violating the law and all that. Please don't do it next time. Then another one went to the church. The same man, I think, went to the church. And there were people gathered, and then they arrested the pastor and took him out. Just watch this. I wouldn't say watch it, but
spent the whole day going around, and we decided to come to this place to meet you.
That's a mosque.
The minister of the FCT, Mala Mohammed Musa Bello, the minister of state for the FCT, Ajara Matutijani Aliu. We gave a mandate for what we observe we are doing at the moment. And we decided to spend all our time since the few days going around churches and mosques. And if you observe, we have been on Friday at some Jumak mosques at Kubwa. We've shut down some of them at Kubwa. We've shut down some churches. We came in here to meet you people and tell you people that what we see here is against what the ministers directed us, that people should pray in their houses for now, avoid close contact, because this is Maitama. And most of the coronavirus cases we have gotten are in Maitama. And we understand very clearly, I'm a Christian, but I have done so much research on Islam, and I offered IRK when I was in Bauchi State. And I know clearly that the Holy Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Quran chapter 4 verse 60, that all ye who believes, obey Allah obey his messenger, and obey all those whom Allah had given authority over you. If the government and those in authorities whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have placed said, please don't gather like this, pray in your house. When we are done with Corona, then you can come back and celebrate and rejoice that Allah has sent Corona away. But for now, this gathering is not allowed, and you are so close, which is a contravention. Because one, let us believe, no one thing, that coronavirus, almost all the patients in Abuja are in this your Maitama. They are not in the suburb, they are in your Maitama. So when you in Maitama gather like this, you are not afraid of yourself. So please pray in your house. When we are done with the coronavirus, and the president declared the whole thing free, we can gather back and even bring this thing and eat. And we pray it come before Ramadan. If not, even if it's after Ramadan, we will still rejoice that Allah has given us victory over Corona. Well, thank you very much, sir. So thank you. We can go to other areas.
Now the same thing. He's going to do the same thing in the church. So let's see what happens when he went to the church.
We have spent the whole day going around. You have violated and you have broken the rules.
Now in the church.
And you have done what is not appropriate.
He's talking to a pastor.
As we have often tell people, and we re-emphasize it over and over again, on Fridays we shut down some mosques at Kubwa. Today we went around and said there should not be gathering. And we know and we understand clearly well that you understand the holy books very well. And like we have always re-emphasized over and over again, that when the Messiah Jesus was asked question by the Pharisees about Caesar, he said to them to give that which belongs to Caesar to Caesar. And when Apostle Paul spoke to the church of God that abide and worship at Rome, in Romans 13 verses 1 and 2, he told them to be subject to all authorities, for they that be are ordained of God. You understand that very clearly. We said people should sit down and stay at home, because we understand that what we are doing is a complex puzzle. And if they sit down at home, whatever prayer they want to offer can be offered. I hear. That means that our prayers can be heard anywhere. What you are doing is a contravention. What you are doing is a breach of the rule. And we as a people under God, living and enforcing the law, may I use the word of Mordecai, for such a time as this, we do what is appropriate. We will come with us for some explanation.
Yeah, did you see that? This is one Nigeria. The KK does something, different judgment. Adamu does something, the same thing, different treatment. This is very clear. I thank my brother for this video. This is unbelievable. It's good. A very good compilation. Our people are doing very, very well in all these things that they are doing. They are bringing out more things into what our leader Mazi Iyke has been crying about and talking about and screaming about and cursing out throughout this struggle. The treatment are different. They went to the mosque. They even bowed. Don't tap on the back. Don't do it next time. Then they went to Christian. Oh yeah, you have to follow us to the station. And my brother, I need to air this again from the beginning so that we can catch the joke. Start the joke.
We have
now they are in the mosque right now,
and we decided to come to this place to meet you people. The Minister of the FCT, Malam Mohammed Musa Bello, the Minister of State for the FCT, we gave a mandate for what we observe we are doing at the moment. And we decided to spend all our time since the few days going around churches and mosques. And if you observe, we have been on Friday at some Jumat mosques at Kubwa. We've shut down some of them at Kubwa. We've shut down some churches. We came in here to meet you people and tell you people that what we see here is against what the ministers directed us, that people should pray in their houses for now, avoid close contact, because this is Maitama. And most of the coronavirus cases we have gotten are in Maitama. And we understand very clearly, I'm a Christian, but I have done so much research on Islam.
You're not a Christian, you're a puppet, idiot.
When I was in and I know clearly that the Holy Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Quran chapter 4 verse 60, that all ye who believes, obey Allah, obey his messenger, and obey all those whom Allah had given authority over you. If the government and those in authorities whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have placed said, please don't gather like this, pray in your house. When we are done with Corona, then you can come back and celebrate and rejoice that Allah has sent Corona away. But for now, this gathering is not allowed, and you are so close, which is a contravention. Because one, let us believe, no one thing, that coronavirus, almost all the patients in Abuja are in this your Maitama. They are not in the suburb, they are in your Maitama. So when you in Maitama gather like this, you are not afraid of yourself. So please pray in your house.
Yeah.
When we are done with the coronavirus,
so please and
the president declared the whole thing free, we can gather back and even bring this thing and eat.
Yeah.
And we pray it come before Ramadan. If not, even if it's after Ramadan, we will still rejoice that Allah has given us victory over Corona. Well, thank you very much, sir. So thank you. We are going to other areas.
Yeah, nice going to the church.
Violated, and you have broken the rules, and you have done what is not appropriate. As we have often tell people, and we re-emphasize it over and over again, on Fridays we shut down some mosques at Kubwa. Today we went around and said there should not be gathering, and we know and we understand clearly well that you understand the holy books very well, and like we have always re-emphasized over and over again, that when the Messiah Jesus was asked question by the Pharisees about Caesar, he said to them to give that.
Satan knows the Bible so much. Listen to him.
When Apostle Paul spoke to the church of God that abide and worship at Rome, in Romans 13 verses 1 and 2, he told them to be subject to all authorities, for they that be are ordained of God. You understand that very clearly. We said people should sit down and stay at home, because we understand that what we are doing is a complex puzzle. And if they sit down at home, whatever prayers they want to offer can be offered. I hear. That means that our prayers can be heard anywhere. What you are doing is a contravention. What you are doing is a breach of the rule.
Yes.
And we as a people under God, living and enforcing the law, may I use the word of Mordecai, for such a time as this, we do what is appropriate. We will come with us for.
Listen to that. Come on. This is unbelievable. Now they're taking him, they're arresting him. They're taking him away because he disobeyed the law. He's a Christian, right? Nigeria is a big joke. I'm telling you the truth. Nigeria is a joke. Big time joke. Big time joke. Come on, my brother. Go ahead.
I will tell you that Nigeria is a country of injustice. Nigeria is a country of nepotism. Nigeria is a country of deceit and lies. People continue to argue. People are ready to do anything. They are ready to kill. They are ready to maim to keep one Nigeria. What you've seen here is a typical situation of one rules for some people and other rules for another.
In the same
one
country.
Stroke of the cane for one and other stroke of the cane for another. Same rules were created for everybody to obey, and definitely you can see for yourself that the mosque was approached, and even he was even the mosque educating them on social distancing. But when he came and met the pastor, he even refused to give the pastor a handshake. He bluntly, he was so composed, he was so bold, and at the end of the day, the pastor was taken away with siren and was disgraced on the street. This is the Nigeria where injustice, where the church is different, is treated differently from the mosque. The video speaks for itself. The video speaks for itself. And this is the reason we continue to point out that Nigeria is a false and a fake creation. How can you make a different rule for the mosque and a different rule for the church? in the same country. When we talk about Christianity being under attack, these are typical example. And the guy, the man, the head of the task force have also confirmed that he is a Christian. You know, for he has to work to impress his masters.
That's right.
Who sent him on duty.
Yes.
The pastor was arrested, put into the police van, driven away. Even while he was talking in the mosque, the prayer was still going on. The worshippers in the mosque were busy praying, carrying out their rituals.
That's right.
But the church have been disorganized. The pastor followed them to the church. Why? Because the church is not violent. He knew that if he tried such a thing in the mosque, he won't leave that place alive.
Of course.
Because the Islamic religion is a violent one, and they do anything they can to protect their religion. He knows that he cannot arrest the imam because he will never even be allowed to leave that place alive. So we are pointing out some of the things that are happening that have made some of us, become disgusted with that name called Nigeria. And it's impossible for us to say we want to, there is no compromise. In the country where I live, such thing cannot happen. You cannot keep a certain rule for some, and that is why in a country, in a society where there is no justice, you can never find peace. And that's the reason we are pointing out some of these errors for those who have decided, who are bent on keeping Nigeria as one.
All right, thank you very much, my brother. Thank you so much for that tape. And I would encourage all of you, encourage all our listeners out there, if you have it, please share it out. We want it to go viral. We want the world to see. We are not just clamoring for Biafra because we're selfish people. We are not just clamoring for Biafra because we don't love people. No, we love everybody. We are epitome of love itself. I'm telling you. No matter what anybody says, even those of us who are supposed to be Biafrans that go against what we are doing is out of petty jealousy. They know the truth. They know the truth. Because I had one of my brothers who said something, and he said to me, listen, they keep sending me this article that because he's related to one of the great politicians in Nigeria, he keeps sending me article, and I said to him, you know what, my brother is telling me what he told him. I told him, please, anything about one Nigeria, don't ever send it to me. I'm not talking about he said, I'm not talking about Biafra, I'm not talking about whatever, but anything you call one Nigeria, I don't want to see it on my phone. I don't mean to disrespect you, because the place is just listen, watch this. This is a videotape that I want you all to the one that they're flogging, and this one, make it go viral. Share it out to your friends. Somebody sent it to me, and I looked at it and I listened to it. Like I said, if you want to send me something, do it before I get on board. Otherwise, I will not be able to air it. But this one came in early enough, so I was able to listen, and I saw where the brother was going to, the direction on which he was going. It's very much welcomed. They treat you differently because you're a Christian, and they treat you differently because you're a Muslim. This man went into the church. First of all, he claimed he's a Christian. That's the first language they use. Or some will say, I was a Muslim before, but now I'm a Christian. I'm a born again. You are an idiot. You are complete. Because if you are really what you claim to be, you will not do what you did. The same person. Not that they switched. No. He went to the mosque. He was kind of pleading. God in the Quran, God said, obey the law, obey this. Okay, don't do it next time. A tap in the back. Meanwhile, if you watch that video, you see that the people praying in the mosque were still praying. He pulled him to the side to talk to the imam in the church, or whoever is leading the prayer. Meanwhile, the procession, he did not disrupt what they were doing. He allowed them to finish. Now, when he went to the pastor, and the pastor too was even sweating because he knew he was going to be in trouble. I am not advocating that anybody should disobey the law, but the point I'm trying to make, the people that were flogging in the streets by soldiers, they disobeyed the law. You see the harsh judgment. We know those people, believe me sincerely, I can buy anything that those people were not Muslims or were not Hausas. The people flogging them were the Fulani Boko Haram soldiers. Now, the man that went into the church, it wouldn't be nice to bring in somebody who is a Muslim to come and address. No, he told them, I'm a Christian, and I know the book. God said this, God said that. Don't do it next time. A tap in the back. And they said, okay, even if they do it next time, he's not going to do anything. He's not going to do nothing. Now he went to the Christian church, disrupted what they were doing, brought the pastor out. After speaking to the pastor, it's not a tap in the back. You're going to come with us. And then the video showed them taking him to the police on washed cars, because Nigerian police, for their cars, forget about it. Whatever they put on the body, SARS, SARS, they take the man away. Not that they're going to do anything to him. He's just going there to give them money. He's going to bribe them. That's what this for them. This is another money making venture. He will go in, and then the DPO will call him into his office. You have done something, you have this, you have that. Please, I beg, take our guy, even escort him home. You know what? Because he has settled them in the office. We know the game. That thing called One Nigeria is a disgrace. Like our leader rightly said, if you see anybody who says One Nigeria, spit on his face, because he's a fool. A bloody fool. Bloody idiot. Alright, I just got something somebody just sent me. I don't know if this is real or if this is fake. But it says public notice. It says the office of the secretary to the government of the federation. That's the headline. It says President Muhammadu Buhari has terminated the appointment of Mr. Abba Kairi as his chief of staff, CS, due to his coronavirus disease, COVID-19, health status, and his age risk factor. The termination of the appointment of Abba Kairi took effect immediate, and the president has appointed Alhaji Babangida Kingibe as the new chief of staff. The president thanked Mr. Abba Kairi for his absolute loyalty to him and to the nation during the period he served as his COS. He prayed to God for his speedy recovery. I don't know how truthful this is, but let's watch event. It says March 31st, 2020. We don't know. I don't know. Like I said, somebody just sent it in to me, and he has a letterhead that says Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. Public notice. All right. Whether he's dismissed or not, Funde, taking money from your left pocket and putting it in your right pocket is the same person that is there. However, Jubri has no power to fire Abakari. Abakari is the one that created him now. It's like telling us that Biafra has fired Great Britain. Anyway, we have already done that. But this one, it calls for proper looking. Our leader is going to speak to us today. Let me see if I receive. I think I did receive that information. Let me check through my papers and see if I have them here, so I can give you the exact time and date where he's going to do it. But I know it is today. And as the program progresses, I'm going to be able to get that, because I had it on Twitter yesterday. I saved it out somewhere where I'm supposed to be reading it out this morning. But unfortunately, I can't really put my hand on it. But I will eventually find it. I will definitely find it. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Iyke. We're broadcasting live from New York City under the auspices of our mother station, Radio Biafra London. Like I was talking about the ills that goes on in the zoo, and nobody will tell me. Anybody who opens his mouth, like I said before, like our leaders always say, and talk about one Nigeria, then that person has a bigger problem than you can imagine, because there's nothing called Nigeria. Honestly, Nigeria is like a monster created by the British. They have gone, and we are still dwelling with it. Later on the program, when I find the announcement about today's broadcast, I will definitely read it to you because I know I have it here somewhere, but I can't really put my hand on it right now. For now, this is Radio Biafra. Let's keep playing. All right, now here we go. Nnamdi Kanu, I will be making an emergency broadcast tomorrow. That is today, actually, because I saw this yesterday. Join me via Radio Biafra, Facebook, FM app, satellite, and online. Date. Wait a minute, it's not today. I'm sorry. I'm reading an old one, but I know he's talking today. Today is Wednesday because on his last broadcast he said he was going to broadcast to us today. So what I have found here is not actually the new one. I found the old one, but I'm still going to look for it because I must find it before time goes. All right, I just got a text here from one of our sisters, informing me that the new chief of staff is the same one of the four that recruited what's his name, Jubri from Sudan. So all can have no faba. They are fooling themselves. Let them keep on fooling themselves. We know them. It doesn't bother us. Biafra is all we are talking about. Biafra is we're going home whether they like it or they don't like it. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. The line is open. I think I see some people trying to come in. Let me take some calls now because I'm looking at the time. It looks like I've gone past the time that I'm talking because normally I give you time to make your calls. And it's about now. You can call me here at 646-920-4541. 570-352-8442 and 929-406-9953. That's the line for the principal officers and the ladies. I'm also on Skype at 845-283 9665. I have a call on WhatsApp right now. Let me take this one. Call on WhatsApp, please. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Mazi, my name is Menu. I'm calling from London here. I appreciate you for your good job. I appreciate our leader, his deputy, Obi Debienu, every principal officers that is working assiduously. Everybody, I said, may Ochuko Kikabe, my God, and protect you all.
You say?
At the end of the day, may he grant our wish. Our wish is Biafra. Nothing more, and nothing less. Mazi, the tape you played, this is the thing our leader is explaining to the international community.
Yes. I
hope by now Madika have already seen that tape. So these are the things. When we said stay one place and video whatever, you charge your phone, video whatever you see, it helps up in this struggle. Those things is a very good evidence when he go to the international community, to the congressman and congresswomen, the every human rights, those ones who truly do their work, not those ones who collect bribe, and table it in front of them and say, this is why we want Biafra. They won't argue it.
Yes.
Everybody can see it there. I saw the video yesterday, but thank God that you play it for our people to see. You see how they humiliate that pastor?
Yes.
They humiliate him. Just like our brother said that that their religion, whatever they believe, is a violent religion. If they could have but that man, Mazi, that man is a core Muslim. He's not a Christian. He's trying to use that one.
Yes, to cover himself.
To cover himself. He quoted the Quran very well. He knew that he cannot arrest that imam because if he tried it, they will behead him there.
Yes.
You understand? So that's why he did what he did. He went there, he arrested the Christian guy, and then they took him away. They arrested him. This is the reason why we are calling our people, charge your phone, take things like this. It makes Biafra come. When Ahmadike went to the UN, EU, to the American, wherever diplomatic way is going, and table these things to them. Believe you me, if they don't ask themselves question, and if they lie, then let God judge them.
Yes.
That is what they think the international community now have heard from that Imam of Peace. That video have gone viral. It has gone viral. I think they've heard him. Where he made a very good point. He said, if the pastor commands the Christians to kill the Muslims today in Nigeria, Buhari will be the first person to attack. And that is clear.
Yes.
He said clear. He put it clear. He didn't go around beating the bush. He put it clear. So that is why I'm calling the international community. Separate us from Nigeria before it's too late.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
They were. Thank you very much. All right, now I just received the information. Somebody just sent it to me about today's broadcast. Thank you, my brother. Whoever sent this, I just saw it just jumping in front of my program. Okay, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tweeted, in my next coronavirus update, I will continue to expose how Nigeria has no president, but a cabal NGR president destroying lives. Join me via a Facebook page, facebook.com, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Radio Biafra, Facebook, FM app, satellite, and online. Also go to www.ipobinusa.org. It's going to be there live. The date is today, April the 1st, 2020. Time will be 7 p.m. Biafra land time. 7 p.m. Biafra land time. Synchronize your watches. You have so many platforms where to hear it from. If one doesn't work, the other ones will work. Let me take a call on straight line. Caller on straight line, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good morning. My name is Paul Ezem. I'm calling from Virginia. I'm one of your loyal servants. I just want to
welcome to the program.
I just want to contribute to the comment you made about Kiari.
Yes.
I think the man is dead. They are just trying to come up with something to cover up. That's just what is there. That's what I want to just chip in. I'm the coordinator for Virginia.
Oh, you're welcome to the program.
So, Yes, thank you, sir.
All right.
You know, if anybody call the girls to Virginia, just say, try to hook me up, please.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay,
Yeah,
bye-bye.
well, you too. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. Let me take another call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon from here, Mazi Iyke.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, wherever you are listening from all over the world. May God Almighty Chukwu Akikabiyama continue to bless and keep every one of us, more especially in this pandemic period. In Chukwu Okikabiyama's name, I pray.
You say?
Mazi Iyke, let me firstly address that video. I have that video. I think somebody either from United States of America sent me that video early this morning. Yeah, what I will analyze in that video, first of all, it is certain and obvious that whenever things that has to do with the zoo comes to play, Christians are treated different from the Muslim. It is obvious, it is a fact. And they know Muslim, you call a spade by his name. Muslim is a religion of violence. That man knows, like one of our brothers said, if he had dispersed the people, they will kill him there or they will behead him. That is the truth. Because Christianity is a religion of peace. Anybody can do anything to Christians and go scot-free.
Yeah.
And it's also unfortunate that our religious leaders have failed to see this thing to what it is. And they have also not been able to come out to join forces with all of us together in order to stop this mess. That is why we say we don't have to belong to this kind of country where everything is segregated against the Christians. It is very, very important, our people. And at the same time, they may think they are doing us harm. Let our people and our religion just sit back and watch and see what is going to happen. They may think they are violent or whatsoever. And some of them, as they have boasted in their video that let the coronavirus remain so that it will kill them, not us. And let them continue to gather together and defy every medical advice and advice from our leadership. And let them all be quarantined as a result of this virus. And in the end, let's see who is wise and who is a fool in this whole thing. My advice to our people that, first of all, we can produce our mask ourselves. You can even buy a handkerchief to use it to produce this mask with rubber band. Produce your own. Instead of it to go to the market to buy the wrong one that will infect you at the same time, it can produce your own. I think I may do a very short video on Facebook to illustrate how you can do that. Produce your own in your house with rubber band, produce for your whole family. It's very, very important so that you don't get infected. Now, the issue of Abba Kyari, Mazi Iyke, this is the two things I want to think is at play now. Number one, either Abba Kyari is dead and another person is taking over. Number two, either the imposter Jubri is dead or is out of the job and they want Abba Kyari to replace him, and very soon they will announce that Abba Kyari have died on this COVID-19 if possible. And because of the exposure IPOB did on their fake 29 brokers by that idiot, that impostor. These are my postulation or my prediction that may possible be the reason why you see they say they have relieved Abba Kyari of his job, because he is part of the cabal and part of the gang that initiated the whole thing. So they cannot push him outside of the whole plan. He must be somewhere. That is my own thinking. And while we keep waiting for them and see what unfolds. And finally, you see, like we are some people, like I said, I said in a past contribution, that people should stop destroying the goods owned by our people, more especially those of them that say commodity have increased. It is a business of the day when there is excess demand. Now, do you know that NEPA, despite this epidemic time, NEPA have increased their tariff? Can you imagine if NEPA that is being regulated and run by the government has increased their tariff, let alone the poor woman selling gari out there in the streets? Now, how many of us will go and fight the NEPA? How many of us have fought the government that refused to provide any measure or palliative to cushion the effect that people are going to go through or people are really going through? None of you will do that. what the criminal politician will be doing is to be donating to the government. Instead of donating to these individuals, that has this issue, they were busy donating to the government to loot their money upon money. Look at a few individuals, like churches that have done. I admire what most of the churches are doing, like Omega Prayer Ministry. What is the man name? Like Odumeje. There is even one, this guy called Williams, an actor, ordinary actor, donated, in fact, gave food, delivered food to 1,000 persons. He paid to the company will deliver the package to your house. This is just an actor. Take responsibility of 1,000 persons in Lagos here. Now your governor cannot take care, let alone the federal government that is taking this 1 billion. What is called for? There is nothing. Look at Reno Amakri paying how much is it, 10,000 or thereabout to 50 people's account. Imam of Peace paid to Reno paid to 100 people. Imam of Peace paid to 50 people. Even though he's not from the contraction, but they saw people who has the responsibility of taking care of you, did not come, did not make anything available for you to show you that they don't love you, to show you that you answering somebody from this contraction, it is abomination for you to admit that you are in Nigeria indeed. But some of you yet will not learn any lesson. My advice to our people, just make sure you are kitted, even though you are going anywhere. You are kitted to safeguard yourself. Because when we watch, if we watch this whole issue to a very certain point in time, our people may hit the street. But before you hit the street, make sure you have kitted yourself as you ought to, so that in the advent or in the case of anything, you'll be safe and sound. Your safety is the most important thing I advocate for in all these platforms. I think so far this is what I have to contribute this afternoon. Thank you very much, Mazi.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much for your call. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442. That's the WhatsApp line. All right, I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Let me take this one. Caller on WhatsApp, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Mazi Iyke.
Welcome to the program.
All hail Biafra, Mazi Iyke, my deputy, every principal officer. I thank you all. Honestly, Mazi Iyke, the video you played this morning was quite impressive and understanding on my own way. I too much support the police officer, because in the mosque you can't get anything there like money, rather you get AK-47 or bomb. So in the church there, what you have to get is the contribution of those innocent poor people from the hand. Then the police have right to collect his share from that pastor. They're all criminal. They are not wishing people good. Mazi Iyke, I go towards your Facebook profile. You are a young man during the war. Now look at your age. And they are still telling us that young man in that Asorok is Muhammad Buhari. The thunder fired every blind man in that Nigeria. They will not live long. Their blindness will keep oppressing them till all of them will be in the death. Call it photo, they will go there and never wake up again. What are they talking about? Both the ones are flogging our youth here. I don't care. This coronavirus is real, honestly speaking. Yesterday night, here, they are spending of 100,000 America going to do what? Die. And if they did not do anything, 2 million. We here. This is real. So abide the rules. For 2 weeks now, Morocco shut their border, including their citizens living in Ceuta and Melilla. They are all stranded, begging. They don't want them to come back even here. So this is real. If you don't want to die in young age, abide the rule. That's all. I don't care anything you are talking. Go inside. That's all. That is all. Honestly speaking, my brother, this is real. In that our country is going to take more than 30 million if they keep idleness. They don't want to abide the rule, they will die. Honestly speaking, this is real.
Thank you.
You have to abide. Thank you, sir. Keep
There
it
we-
on, my brother.
Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Nobody's advocating that it's good to violate the law. What we're trying to portray here is to tell you the treatment that they treat people in the same country under the same umbrella. They call themselves one Nigeria. That's why I keep saying it all the time. That's why they keep stressing the word one before their name, because they're trying to force what is not there. If you are one, you don't need to put one. It's silent. The one should be silent. It's not something you should supposed to emphasize on, but that's what they keep doing. All right, I have a call on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mike Peters, good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the
I'm
program.
calling
Yes.
you. Yeah. Thank you very much. Ike Peters, you know, the clip you played is unworrying. I've seen the clip. I've commented about, but one thing you have to know is that this Christianity of 18, you know that it's the British that brought this Christianity to Biafra land. Christianity wasn't our religion. It wasn't how our people were brought up before the British came. And the reason why they brought it to Biafra people is to make sure that they use it to subdue our people in our mind and in our brain set. That is why when you see somebody is going wrong and you come to tell him, this is what you are doing that is wrong, you will tell him, my pastor say, or Christian say, or a Holy Bible say. You see, just like what our leader said, that when somebody names you a name, that person owns you. That is why that man can go to the mosque. You see him beating him, the other man in the back, that you should take care and don't do it again.
Yeah.
But he went to the church and he said he should come to me and explain more. I saw the video. It's our people need to know that except we go back to where we are, how we are, before we can do anything. Because the reason why this all this Christianity of 18 is for them to subdue somebody, so that you will not be on your senses, you will not be on your own. They divert your mind, they make it to become lazy, they make it to be upset the way you reason, because that is the problem. So I believe where we are going, exposing all these videos, all these things are doing, I think it will be an eyesore to the people that so called themselves Christianity. Because over here we are in the Western world. See all those things here. The people that even brought us that Christianity, they are not practicing it here. They don't know anything pertaining it. So it's good that they are seeing it in their own eyes. But all is well. We'll go to the dubstep. Thank you and God bless you.
God bless you too. You know, like I said before, the first step they go to is, oh, you know, I'm a Christian. You are not a Christian. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. You're deceiving yourself. If you are a Christian, in the word Christianity that I know is of the heart. It's not what you profess. Your action speaks louder. The action tells you. That's why, believe me sincerely, I've gone to a community where somebody asked me, are you a Christian? And I said, you know what? I can't tell you I'm a Christian, but all I can tell is that I am trying to be a Christian, because it's not easy to be a Christian. You're abusing that word. You go to the mosque, look at the injustice right on your face. Thank God for videos. Thank God, because these are things you can deny and become a hypocrite. Right now, I'm sure wherever he is, that law enforcement agent, wherever he is right now, he's peeing on his pants, because the world has seen what. Please make sure that this video goes viral. Don't drop it. Don't just watch it and drop it. No, share it out. Even if you have only 10 friends, share it, because I'm going to do the same. I have more than 3,000 followers. I'm going to make sure that every one of them gets it, whether he's supposed to get it or not. I want them to see. So when we clamor for Biafra, they will understand what we are saying, that place doesn't belong to us. We are not part of this. That thing doesn't even belong to anybody, not just us. I'm not talking about us. What is us? I'm talking about Biafrans. I'm talking about the Ududuwas. I'm talking about the Arewas. Everybody should go a separate way. Then if we want to become a country, then we'll sit down together and discuss that we want to be one Nigeria. Let's stop fooling ourselves. Look at this is a very simple thing. The two videos I clipped this morning. The other one, they were flogging these children, these men left and right with koboko because they disobeyed the law. We know it is not proper to disobey the law. But you are committing a crime too by flogging them. Do you call that a country? By hitting them like that? You are not. You can't disobey the law to uphold the law. It doesn't work like that. It can't be one treatment for Okeke and another treatment for Adamu, another treatment for Idowu, and everybody were under the same umbrella. According to you, you are talking about one Nigeria. You have a. Anyway, we are gone. I'm just becoming a preacher now. I don't really know what I'm talking about because it's so annoying. I'm so annoyed this morning because when I saw these two videos, it's terrible. Let's take a call. Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon from Mazi Iyke.
Welcome to the program.
And thank you. And good afternoon to Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. My name is Most Favor Onibu. I come from Ozobur. Ozobur is in Ekusi Gonewu province, Biafra land, and I'm calling you from Kingdom of Netherlands. Mazi, I must commend you for the good work you're doing for Biafrans and lovers of freedom. And I also say kudos to my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the great hero of our time. And his deputy, Chukwu Abiyama, will keep on keeping them. And all the principal officers and IPOB and Biafrans at large who are working non-stop for Biafran restoration to be restored. Chukwu Abiyama will see us through, and Chukwu Abiyama will restore Biafran in our own time.
You say?
Yeah, Mazi, I just called to chip in my little contribution to your program this afternoon. I want to tell Nigerians, those that call themselves Nigerians, that it's about time they end any iota of doubt about Buhari and Jubri. That if Buhari is alive, do you know that Aisha and the sons of Buhari children, they can make more than $1 billion. They consume Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB.
Of course.
And will pay a fine for blasphemy of even more than $1 billion. This man happened to be a head of state, a president of a country, and someone came up and said that he's dead. A president of a country is dead. And this man that is saying this thing is not invisible. He's a visible person that has an organization that runs all over the world, that has an address, and he's still saying it very proudly, engaging the top politicians of the world and saying it proudly. And the family of Muhammad Buhari, they are not saying anything. The daughter of Muhammad Buhari is learned. She studied abroad. The sons, the kids, all of them, they are learned. They studied abroad. Aisha, the vice president, she's learned, and they do nothing. And they accepted this fact. But the gullible Nigerians are there defending the dead, when the immediate family of the dead are saying nothing. They all know it's true. That's why they kept quiet. Because if the man is alive, let's just keep Buhari fighting the fight. His family, just like today, someone will come up and start saying that my father is dead. As far as you have address and I can trace you, you go to court and tell me where you buried him or how you killed him. That's and right. if you can't provide that, then you pay fine. You pay a lot. You compensate. It's a blasphemy. So I don't know why people in that very part of the world their sense of reasoning is being crowded by ignorance. They can't reason outside the box. The family of these people are quiet. They are not even saying anything. Even Aisha Buhari has indirectly told us that people have hijacked the Aso Rock. People have hijacked, one or two persons have hijacked the presidency, and our people are still there defending defending the dead. That is by the way. Another contribution I just need to chip in, Mazi, is to our people in Biafran land. We should be very positive and know that everything works in our favor. We should try our best to use every opportunity, every circumstances we find ourselves. You, the students, they lock down, they strike and all that. You are home. The traders, the workers, everybody, you are at home now. You are home, so no distraction. So this is about time you use this time, this free time you have, and showcase the evil that is happening in that zoo to the world. Just like the way we all did it when they incarcerated our leader, when our leader was in their dojo in the zoo, when they hold him captive, we will tweet like never before. And that was the instruction then from the hierarchy. We should keep tweeting, keep engaging people, the authorities in the world. If you don't know how to tweet or if you cannot write it, just go in there, go to your tweet. The secretary to our leader, Amake Okwo, she is doing a great work. There is no morning I will not wake up and go to her tweet immediately and keep retweeting what she's already said. And also Emeka Gift and a lot of them. The top politicians in the world, we are not tweeting this for them to come and fight our fight. No. But we are tweeting this for them to know what is happening. Let it not be that they are not aware. The top politicians of the world, they are not there. They are not there on Facebook. They are not Facebooking. They might have Facebook account, but Twitter is more official. So you can just go in there, follow Amake Okwo, follow Emeka Gift. A lot of them keep retweeting. Now there is no light, there is no stimulus fund, there is no salary. Just go to your tweet and say, "You government, no salary. Workers are not paid. There is no electricity." All those your grievances, put it in that tweet, and you tag people you want. You can tag a lot of politicians in the world and the world government. Just tag them, and push it. If in 3 days, if we can just make up to 1 million tweets, tag these people, it will be a distraction. In fact, we will put more pressure to the pressure of this corona that is even hitting the world.
Yes.
So it's a way to showcase the evil empire to the world. You have all the time now. It's not just every time coming on Facebook and doing Facebook Live and talking. Most of us are grieving our grievances, putting it on Facebook and shouting and talking in Igbo. Most people don't hear that thing you're talking. Just make a very simple message on Twitter. No light, no bill, hunger. Nigeria, the zoo called Nigeria is suffering from hunger virus. No money, no electricity. Push it, send it on tweet. Keep tagging people. People will keep tweeting it until this thing will get to the ends of the world. These are the war we are facing now. The best way to fight this war is an intellectual diplomacy. You keep pushing it, not just shouting on Facebook. Nobody is seeing that thing. Just your Igbo Biafran brothers or other people that hear Igbo hearing what you're saying.
Thank you.
To make a simple message on Twitter and do that. Thank you very much, and I will drop so others can call.
Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We are still taking calls. I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. Please make it very brief. We have too many calls trying to come in. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Mike. Ipob. How are you, sir?
There we
Mazi Ipob, if the buy where you go buy go before us no come from
Did you introduce yourself? I don't know who is talking.
Sorry, I'm calling from South Africa, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you. In the buys now can no, I see. Yes. But the problem of these two people call themselves Nigeria, say they will not agree. Because if they agree that what they see, if at least, okay, I have seen this one who agree. Collectively, this country called Nigeria could have long time be forgotten. Probably will be telling the children, somebody will pass out, I heard that Nigeria is no more. You say, yeah, what happened? That's what will be, when there's a building, a very well-known building stands somewhere, all of a sudden they come to demolish it and they are away for 6 months or 1 year, you came back. What am that building? They will explain to you that somebody come and bulldozer it or buy it away, doesn't like the structure. That cow in Nigeria could have been by now. Those people disturbing us, burning data on Facebook, coming up and down, sending video. Those idiots call them celebrity. They shouldn't disturb us, Mike Peters. Because if Nigeria is a country, number one, the president is supposed to allow measures. How would this lockdown will take place? What is it that should be allowed? I want that to be allowed. He will explain it clearly in a clear terms. In even possible, have number one, he will have a sign language person. Nigeria got so many deaf and dumb people. A sign language, a woman or a man standing next to him. That will normally do. He's done when Jonathan was there. Especially the dog, in case if you Mumu come out tomorrow, say I didn't hear, there will be a sign language person explaining to you what the president is saying. Then secondly, the ministers, individual minister will explain to the government. President will not have the whole time to analyze the whole thing. At least within 30 minutes, while he spent there, without question or no question, there will be a minister. In this country, every 3-4 hours, minister in different directions will come live on television, explain to the nation. But did they do that? Where were you when Nnamdi Kanu came out and start complaining what is going on? Are you blind? You now came out because only 2 days, Akurun 14 days, only 2 days you are shouting, no light, we need a light, which country is this? So now when I wake up, so you people should not disturb us, because when people are taking bullets, you saw IPOB members massacre 28 of them clearly, young guys that will be future. You tell us you are the future of tomorrow. The future you massacre them, the Nnamdi Kanu's house. That one is not enough. You went on, you name them. You celebrate. Were you born yesterday? You are alive. You know what is going on. You know when you voted for A, they give you B. You kept quiet. They just ask you to go home for 2 days. You jump into your camera and your phone, start shouting which kind of country it is. Now the country where you vote for, that the country you have been lobbying to have, the same one Nigeria you are praying for. That is this. This is just, we're not praying for you. God forbid. I'm not praying for you. None of us are praying for you. But when something enters your eye, the next person next to you won't blow. You cannot blow your eye by yourself. You can't take anything here. So it's the next person that cares. When you shout, oh, my eye, it's somebody you know that will run out and say, what is going on, my brother or sister? Say, no, something is in my eye. The person will blow it. Nnamdi Kanu came out. Something is wrong with your eyes. You can't see. He came to remove it, all of you. Calling him Biafra, miscreant, and Ntanimo. Only 2 days you are complaining. You can't complain. Fulani have come out and said the quarantine did not apply to them, that the cattle must move. That time they will move all the idiots. That 480 people that moved before, they arrested. They will move more idiots towards whatever they wanted. Police are shifting bomb without no war. They are telling you there is a war coming, because when police are not transporting a bomb, you know what is coming on. None of you make a video of those bombs. None of you make a video when they arrest Nnamdi Kanu. None of you do anything. The same thing that man, that small boy, as you people say, are fighting for. That's what you see. Tell me a court that is function proper. A very reasonable court that is function proper, where a president cannot give direction. Now, fruit and veg, that is a veg shop. This woman in the Facebook crying. You can see the veg all over Mazi Iyke. You can see the veg. What do you call it? Watermelon, orange, banana, name them. Police came and use something and butcher it. These are essential, man. Come on. If they say close shop, food shouldn't be the one close. You are not telling to save life, but you are not destroying life. You went into a shop, refuse to close, massacre, you chase them out, scatter the shop. It's not only beating people. They're closing shops, destroying shops, and do anything they like. You can see they're not trained them for anything. These are just animals. Bring out outside, just release. It's just like a dog have never seen A. And all of a sudden you hear a stranger locking your door. You release your dog. What will happen? That's what they will do. So the pumpkin you are spoiling, all those you are damaging, is how to run a country. A minister called themselves, I will transfer, we feed 11 million people. You just see it. Look at those animals. So Nigeria know how to coordinate themselves, Mike Peters, to donate money. Nigeria they say they are the capital poverty of the world. Mike Ipitas. So all those Biloli are donating money. They tell me they care. If they really care, what was the maybe the something they know them before? They say, okay, before I have done this, I'm just doing the way. So you got 11 billion to bring out just now, and people have been dying, jumping into the lagoon since all those while. You have 11 billion so I bring out. Why districtive poverty people food in my 12 food in Oshodu and the rest of them causing killing themselves left out and back? And none of you can say, let me establish something this one. So you can organize like this and donate the money, even though you are donating in the wrong place. You are making a statement. All of you want to be recognized. All of you want to be seen that, yes, I'm donating. Donating to who? Why are you donating the money while people are still crying to the hunger? Can't you take this billion, give a leper? Okay, how much Nigeria are owing? At least take that the whole billion, give it to leper, give light for this 14 days. Let people before sweat start killing them one by one. Where do you start managing the country? They're telling you, forget what they do in Cuba, forget what is happening in Asoro. At least those states have sympathy for their own fellow citizen. You go a shop, you beat, you do anything you like. That is a sign to tell you that you people doesn't have a country. It's a zoo. And that zoo is even a nickname. The real name will come if people don't take time. God bless you, Ipitas.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls. 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442. 929-406-9953. I also have a line here at Skype is 845-283-9665. Do not forget that our leader is talking to us today. The time is 7 p.m. Biafra land time. Make sure you synchronize your watch and wait for that broadcast, because it's a very important broadcast. I don't know why anybody should not listen at this time, because the broadcast that is coming now is fire for fire. We are here to actualize Biafra. Whether they like it or they don't like it is not our business. The time our leader is going to speak to us today, it's 7 p.m. Biafra land time. I hope you all get together. 7 p.m. Biafra land time is the time for the broadcast. All right? Our leader has already tweeted. We're still taking calls here, and I see call coming in on straight line. Let me take this one. Caller on straight line, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Make it very brief, please.
Good afternoon, Mazi Peters.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I'm blessed every IPOB all over the world. My name is Ian. We're calling from Ameria, Spain. Someone is from Omaka is in Olo, in Nemo, Biafra land. Mazi Peters, let me go straight to the point, because these people, I think I said this thing here in your program, either or Mazi. You see this game of Abakiari is going out, or he's resigned or whatever. This is game. We should not fall in this type of game. But we are watching them. They just want to shift. They want to recruit another Jubril. Abakiari will be playing everything because he know much. You know. Can you hear me, Mazi Peters?
I can hear you, sir. Go ahead. We're listening.
Okay. So all this game they are playing, doing all this, they are rubbish, coming out. This one is test positive, this one test positive, but you know they kill them. We are ahead of these people. We will not fall in them. This 170 million, according to people that said it, I don't know it, and I don't have any right information about it. They paid in Cuba. What are they doing in Cuba? What are they going to do in Cuba? It's all this plastic surgery, but the zoo, they are mugu. You know, I don't see the reason why we will be keep on praising, being ruled by the name of dead man, and people call themselves Nigerians. You know, we are just watching. Mazi Peters, let me say something again about this thing and talk about the Christianity. You know, sometimes people, some of them, when I joined this struggle newly, they said a lot of things. I have even this type of man that arrested in church. But me, I don't believe Christianity is a religion of peace. We should not be confused in those things. It's just a coward religion. That's what I call it. They were coward. Now, Mazi Peters, that is We can't be. That's what kept us in this situation where we are. Our enemies are killing us. We are forgiving our enemies, and they are slaughtering us. They are killing us. We go for Sunday. We pray for our enemy. We forgive them. No, I don't believe in that bullshit anymore. If you that pass away the way put idea where you see after all this quoting they carry come out upon all this is power miracle no show. I mean make we wake up. We need to wake up. We need to wake up and know that. Let me ask this question before I drop. Those of you that clamoring for Nigeria, who in Nigeria, my country, I played my what is the benefit you have ever gotten from Nigeria since you are born? Nothing. So why are we dying? Holding. We are the ones supporting Nigeria. We are the one pushing Nigeria. Now all these our brothers donating money for federal government. IPOB is shouting, crying, spending our money, dying for this freedom, doing everything, but to cry and beg for you to support what we are doing. You will not come openly, you will not come hidden. Innocent, I had the money and many of them donated. Why can't you use this money? Those things our people need, provide it. Why can't you build hospital now? Why can't you build those basic facilities our people need? But you want to go and make friends with the Fulani, serve the zoo, and you must surely come back with shame. Mazi Iyke, I don't know all these things we are doing, but we are choose to do it anyway. But you could bless every one of you and protect and guide you. All Biafra, sign off from here.
All right. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. I don't know. Somebody said he sent a song to me and I'm not playing it. I've not seen any song. I don't really know what the problem is. If you send me a song and I don't play it, it all means I didn't see the song. And first of all, it all depends on what the song is all about. Anyway, I make a choice. So if you can resend it back, I'll send it back, and at my own time I'll listen to it. And if it's what's coming on Radio Biafra, of course, obviously I will. That's what they say here. So I am the one that plays these songs. I don't play them for my own interest. I'm playing it for all of us to listen to. All right, I can see I have a call coming in on Skype, and I can't even find the logo to pick up the song, the call. Unfortunately, my brother, you have to call us back. That person have been trying to call me since, but unfortunately, I'm trying to grab. Okay, now I get it. All right, caller on Skype. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon from Warsaw, Poland. This is Wajai Miscreant. Okay, foreigner, see you. I hail from Omaka. Omaka is in Olo province of Biafra land. I'm resident here in Warsaw, Poland. Mazi, I have to appreciate you, and as well as thanking Chukwuka for good health and good life for all of us today, the hardcore Biafrans all over the world. Appreciating our union, the Hamadika members, Oshigu Pires, Onyu Cheneburu. And as well as appreciating those people hacking and adhering to his voice. I say make ECOWAS continue to push them. May they never cease until Biafra is restored. Our beloved brothers in Biafra land, hardcore fanatical Biafrans, I say good morning to all of you in Biafra land. Remain resolute and don't be afraid. Biafra is here. I think by the end of today, our leader will address us and tell us which way to go. As we continue to appreciate our brother, this is not the time of talking. It's time of action, like our leader has shown exemplary of a good leadership by putting certain things in order. And I believe and I hope that all the state coordinators, everybody, all hands is on deck now. People are busy, especially these are our contingent measures to make sure that our people are well taken care of by quarantining them and treating them in case this thing eventually happens to Biafra land, providing hospitals. This is time we are going to donate massively, collectively, and individually. Kobo Bego, so by this one, cash. Onion has made it. You can see what our people, and the 80% of them will say that yes, they were from Enugu, and you are here crying every day. It's 1 year plus. Madike is crying, everybody is crying, asking for transmitter in a Nnewi province, but they cannot give. But of it, of all of they are giving 500 million, 120 million, 1 billion. Mazi, too shameful. That's why we believe and we hope in Nnamdi Kanu. This is the only leadership we have ever had. Since 60 years, 50 years counting now. He's the only man who have our interest in his heart, and that is more reason why we will support him with everything in any way, shape, or form. We will be with him till the end of the time. I pray to Chukwuka that this thing does not affect our people in Biafra land. Likewise, all of us are quarantined. But Mazi, do you know the worst thing? Like Chidera has said, Mazi, you cannot quarantine people without any benefit, without any all you give them light and a common light. You remove 20 naira from fuel. Is there any or is there everybody that can afford that money to buy generator? Even those of them have live first me. Generator is killing people there. The smoke. Let them give them give them that light. You see the clip you played, how they're flogging that boy. I saw it in the morning as I woke up. That was the first thing I saw. I showed my friend here. I said, look at this. What kind of human beings are these? We are in Europe here. You cannot see army on the street. You cannot even cut them, molesting people. But this is what is happening in the zoo every day by day. And that is why we will continue to expose them. And that is the reason why we are fighting for this, our beloved country, Biafra. Because in Biafra, this kind of thing cannot happen. If anybody touches you like that, you know what to do. He bear the consequences. He pay through his nose.
Yes.
But there are people who continue molesting people. Who know the state of that young man now? Okay, look at the church. You can see the discrimination, discrepancies between Mazi. It is glaring everywhere. And I thank Keke Krowa. Mazi, the whole world is aware what is happening.
Yes.
If they are aware, why are they retrieving the European, vacating their citizens, America, all of them? That is to show Biafrans that Biafra is here.
It is.
Biafra is a like you said, Mazi Biafra Bella.
Yes.
That is why our people Bikono. Obido be in the senior son on me. Simple thing kaito, Kaibamba Wure. Kofukwala go bomb. Now, what we are advising our people, stay put. Stay inside your house. In your belief, Chukwuka will give you best of the air. They don't feed, they don't sow neither, but Chukwuka will feed them. How much more you? And we equally tell our beloved brothers,
yes.
If you have one bag of rice here, give your neighbor. This is time to show on one also. I love you now. Because if this thing continue, Mazi, people will start to rob again. And by tomorrow, you see that person stealing a cup of rice, now you put a tie on him and burn him. But he cannot assist, he cannot give him a cup of rice. Look at Gary from 400 to 700 to 14. How many people can afford it? So this is the time we will come up, and I thank God for this plan. I believe the thing takes off as soon as possible, because the earlier the better. So let us see how we can come in, how we can reduce certain things that are going to happen if this thing continues. If people continue staying at home, Mazi, I know. Mana Canada Chineke, Kenekon Onion do that all after these measures, Kenekon and the all the lieutenants doing the need for all of them, the Biafra land, doing the need for setting this thing up. The earlier we do, the better. Let us speed it up. We wait for Onion do today because I have one katok, Bruce, Yola, Kaiteregodo. By the end of the day, I know Chukwuka Buche again, and then we come up. Actually, 50 million, fine. But we'll do something, I get something, or a must. So if you had to call, Kobo Bego, we're going to work. But all now going to get our people, like it happened 97, is a lie. Because that's the purpose why God kept all of us in diaspora now. During the war, we are not in Europe, even if we were very few people. But now we are more than 100 countries counting. What I want 1,000, even $100 euro. It will go a long way. We believe Chukwuka.
Yes.
Let us keep our hand crossed and see how it goes today. Mazi, I remember what I mean. Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you.
All right. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls here, 646-920-4541. 570-352-8442, 929-406-9953. That's the line for the principal officers and the ladies. And I still have my Skype calls at 845-283-9665. I can see a brother trying to call me on Skype all this while, but I cannot get through. When you are calling, like I said, when somebody's talking, please don't bother calling, because if you call me at that time, I will not be able to pick up your call. Caller on the principal officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Mazi Iyke.
Welcome to the program.
God bless you for your work, my brother. I really appreciate it. My brother, American police officers, as you go through training, you'll be subjected to the effect of certain doses of tear gas, and you see policemen crying. You know why they do it? They do it because they know they'll be given canisters, so they'll go out there in public, so you know how to use it. So after you feel what it does to you and you shed tears, you see them shedding tears, it'll be very difficult for them to just use it anyhow on individuals, to the citizens. You see these policemen that are beating people, Bulala or Koboko, some of them need to be just stripped naked and beat the devil out of them, so they don't know how it feels, because these guys have no conscience. When they're beating people like even animals. You have to beat animals that way. They have no conscience because they don't know what it is. But I bet you these people cannot withstand half of the type of punishment they give people with whips.
Of course.
That will do it for that. My brother, see, I'm glad for that. We saw it, that video. We saw it yesterday. Because it's more of a pictorial. I don't know that you'd be interested in something like that. I would have forwarded it. But actually, after seeing that, and I bet you that guy is probably from the south.
Yeah.
The agent is from the south. You see how not only that the way he was talking to them, and it's pretty much like he subdued himself to them, and they ignored him, keep praying. They just keep praying. They didn't even feel that it's like nobody's there.
Yeah.
And in the end, what did he do? He walked away. But he asked the other pastor, despite how nicely dressed he was and everything, the wife was there following, asked him to get in the car. He's going to make money from him. He's going to take money from him.
That's right.
At the end. That's money.
Yeah.
And this is the type of injustice, we see in that country. You see, Chera said something that I really love this morning. My brother, these people, are they not seeing all these things going on? And they will have the God to look at IPOB, people that are fighting for your right, fighting for your survival. Despite the fact that the people who are championing this are not even living in Nigeria with you. They are living in that Western world you're still hoping to go. But they devoted their time, using their money to fight for you. All you can do is call us names. It is not today that Nigeria started maltreating them. Like children, I said, only 2 days you jump on the street. You are told to sit at home for 2 weeks. You know already that this country you belong into, you are crying money for. Every time you go and take money and 5,000 naira, go vote for somebody. Sell your vote. The same thing is happening. When they ask you to join a movement that will bring changes, you don't want to do it. If you don't want to belong, if you don't want to spend your time and fight for freedom, you're never going to get freedom. Freedom is not free.
No.
It is not free, my brothers. You see all these big men that are donating money now. You see where I fault them? Is giving that money to the same zoo government that they know is going to wait. They're going to steal that money, And you know why? When it comes to the East, they will not send any money to the East. And I wonder why Igbo businessmen did not go. They say charity begins at home. I don't know why all these Igbo billionaires cannot go back to the East, knowing fully well that we are marginalized, knowing fully well that there is no federal government presence in our place, unemployment. You already have established all your industries in the West and the North, abandoning your place. Then you wanted to give such money. You didn't say, let me go and give half to the East and then give half to the general zoo country. You didn't do it. You dump all your money, all everything, you place them in one basket, all your eggs in one basket. And then you leave it to the whims and caprices of the Nigerian authority, however they share it. The money that they go and give to Boko Haram to buy more arms and kill us. You know, I can understand that most rich men making their money in Nigeria will not come out openly and give us money. But there is a way they could have done it. Secretly, you give. It's not ours is not going to be different. They know what we're fighting for. We know that you cannot come out openly or secretly, especially if you know you're doing government contract. You cannot come and even though we are not terrorist organization, but once that government tag us terrorist organization, you are subjected to the law of that land to look at us the way they describe us. So they can base it on it and say for supporting a terrorist organization, they can take you to court and they win you because they make that law.
Yeah.
Since we allowed it to come, since our useless people allowed us to be tagged terrorist organization, and they're not making any effort to remove that tag. They're supposed to know that by implication, the law of that zoo country stands. You cannot let IPOB be carrying that tag of terrorism by now. Go look at what the Mieti Allah, the Hatsmen are doing in that country. Even the Boko Haram today, Nigeria refused to ban Boko Haram a terrorist organization, and you people are there and still watch IPOB carrying that tag of terrorist organization. It is unbelievable, and you are donating money to such a useless country. Instead of taking that money as a protest and just dump it in your own place. Let them say you guys are donating money to the East. They don't believe in one Nigeria. You have your money. You can do whatever you want to do with your money. I bet you go and see what the Dangote and the rest of them will be doing in the North now to their people. They're going to take care of their own people. But you, as stupid as you are, you will take your money and give it to the general zoo. And you know who is in charge of every department there? The Fulanis. And you know what they're going to do with your money? They'll be laughing at you and say, look at these fools. Fools, useless idiots.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. So the only thing I would suggest, if it's possible, it's always a way to do something. We cannot always, there is a way we can solicit money secretly from these criminals.
Right.
So that they can shield their faces. Thank you very much, my brother. May God bless you.
Bless you too. All right, I think I have room for one more call before I go. Yeah, about soliciting for money. The point is that, to be honest with you, I don't think we even need to solicit for any money. If they want to give, let them give. If they don't want to give, fine. Because when you solicit for something, it means you're asking, you're begging. A donation is not something that somebody has to beg for. Donation is something that comes out of your heart, the way you feel. You give it from your heart, deep down from your heart. I have a call coming in, and let me take this one. Caller on Skype. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Maybe you'll be the last person for today.
Good day, Mazi Iyke Peters.
Welcome to the program.
This is Mazi Iyke. I'm calling from Moscow, Russia Federation. By the grace of Chukwukebe, I came from Umuaka in Olo Province, Biafra land.
Welcome.
But I serve the indigenous people Biafra here in Russia as the national coordinator. Mazi, actually, since the beginning of this program this afternoon, I've been following all the callers and their suggestions they made. All are wonderful. Because our people's eyes are now opening to know that we are not Nigerians. Because anything they are doing, they don't include us in anything. Even before you picked my call now, I was just reading an article published by the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Mrs. Sadia Farouk. She said that the money they are sharing to the nation of Nigeria, all the citizens, that Igbos should not expect anything from them because we want Biafra. So, how can any people that have brain, that a minister, a home minister, no matter under any circumstances, can be able to make such a statement? And after all these things, our people that are in political class, our Haneze Ndibo and the people that are representing us in the Senate, they will still come and defend one Nigeria. While these people are telling you that you don't belong, that the money they are giving to people to help in this time of need, that Igbos are not included because you want Biafra. So actually, evidence is clear that we are gone already. They knew that we have gone, and that's why they are doing what they are doing. But yet our people are still forcing themselves to be Nigerians. So you cannot force yourself to belong among the people who don't want you. The pastor that we are talking that was arrested, after they release him, after he give bribe and they release him, he will still come and speak in tongue and pray for those people that arrested him.
That's right.
So this guy, what is this guy's name? That used to make comedy or from Uguta, Charlie Boy. Yes. He said on our people never do.
Yeah.
So I don't know the time our mumu will be that we will do, and then we can be able to wake up from our coma and from our stupor, because it's really it's beyond the human sense that you will be forcing yourself to be among the people who don't want you. All those pastors and the Christian organization in Nigeria, all of them are the people telling our people that if like a brother that spoke earlier said that how can a religion, people were telling you that if somebody slap you in one cheek, then you give another one. So even animals cannot do like that. The people that tell us, that give us the Bible, that tell that in the Bible, try to kill one British citizen in Nigeria or in any part in the world, they will send their military to go and attack that nation. America, what made them to go to war to go and fight Afghanistan? Because of 9/11. But they give a Bible, say if the enemy, they pray for the enemy. But they don't pray for the enemy, they attack their enemy. They face them head on. And yet our people cannot open their eyes. Religion, they use Christianity and Islam. Kill Africa, destroy Africa. That human being is no more thinking like human being, we think like animal. So Mazi Iyke, before I stop, I want to greet our President Mazi Iyke, who have given us a voice, who have given us a hope. He is the voice of the voiceless. Yes. I pray that God will bless him and keep him wherever he is.
Yes,
that he can be able to lead us through to this holy land of Biafra. I'm signing off for here, Moscow. Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you very much, my brother. This is going to be the end of today's program. I think I have taken enough calls, and I'm going to have to shut down the phone lines because I don't need to take any more calls. What we are saying is that our leader have spoken. That's the voice in the wilderness. We have to listen to him today. Again, he's coming on air. He's coming on air because he needs to talk to us about what is trending. So I need you to be there to listen to him, because whatever he speaks wisdom to us. And if we don't listen to him, we're never going to learn. This is Radio Biafra. Listen to this. This is for our leader, our great leader, Mazi Iyke. Is the man that I revere so. All right, today, don't forget 7 p.m. today, our leader is going to speak to us. We have to listen. Stay tuned. Synchronize your time, 7 p.m. Biafra land time. That's where he's going to be. He's going to be on Facebook. It's going to be on apps. It's going to be on. Go to www.ipobinusa.org. It's going to be live there. It's going to be live. 7 p.m. is the time. Do not say you were not told. Don't ever think about not listening to our leader today, because that's a very important thing. But tomorrow I'm going to be here with you, and tomorrow I'm have to read out something that is very fascinating. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I just saw it on Facebook a couple of days ago, and I posted it, and I hope to deal with it tomorrow. There's no more time left. We have to go because Mazi Iyke is here to stay. He's here to take over the podium, and any minute from now the lines are still ringing. I'm sorry, I cannot take any more calls. The lines have all been closed. Tomorrow is another day, but tomorrow I promise you I'm going to open the line earlier than I did today. I think today I opened the line about 7:15 a.m. this morning our own time, and tomorrow maybe I'm going to make it like 7 a.m. so you can start making your calls from 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, whenever. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. From me to you, it's goodbye. I'll be with you again tomorrow at the same time. Thanks for calling the station, and keep listening to Radio Biafra. Stay tuned. Mazi Iyke is next. From me to you, it's goodbye.